Have you ever thought about how a single change can drastically alter the fate of a Formula One driver? Imagine this: a young prodigy, Franco Colapinto, battling against the best in the world on the challenging circuit in Mexico. But there's a problem. His chief race engineer, his right-hand man on the track, is absent. Instead, a rookie is trying to fill those enormous shoes. The result? A weekend filled with frustration, poorly managed tires, and a car that feels off for its driver. Now, imagine redemption. Interlagos, Brazil. The chief engineer returns, and with him, the hope for a legendary performance. This is the story of how one person's absence can change everything and how their return could unleash magic on the track. Franco Colapinto is experiencing an exciting week as he prepares for his first Brazilian Grand Prix at the legendary Interlagos circuit. However, what makes this race particularly special is not just the challenge of a new track, but the return of his chief race engineer, with whom he has forged an exceptional connection throughout the season. In the Mexican Grand Prix, Colapinto was forced to work with a rookie engineer because his chief engineer was absent, celebrating his son's birthday. This absence, while understandable from a personal perspective, had a significant impact on the young Argentine's performance. The lack of that fluid communication and mutual understanding that he had developed with his regular engineer became evident in the race results. Problems began from practice sessions. The rookie engineer, although competent, lacked the experience and deep knowledge of Colapinto's driving style. This led to difficulties in finding the correct setup for the car. Franco complained about a lack of grip in fast corners and instability in braking zones, issues that his chief engineer would have addressed quickly. The situation worsened during the race. Tire management, a crucial aspect of modern Formula One, became an even greater challenge than usual. The rookie engineer could not provide Colapinto with precise guidance on how to preserve tires without sacrificing too much performance. This resulted in premature where that forced Franco to make an extra pit stop, seriously compromising his race strategy. The importance of the relationship between a driver and their race engineer cannot be overstated in Formula One. It's a partnership that goes beyond numbers and telemetry. It's about an intuitive understanding of the driver's needs and the car's capabilities. Colapinto's chief engineer not only understands the Argentine's technical preferences, but also knows how to communicate effectively during critical moments of the race. With his engineer returning for the Brazilian Grand Prix, Colapinto feels rejuvenated and confident. The chemistry they share has been fundamental to his best results in previous races. This synergy translates into more precise car adjustments, more effective race strategies, and better adaptability to changing track conditions. Interlagos, with its technical layout and fast sections, challenging corners, and elevation changes, is a circuit that requires perfect communication between driver and engineer. The presence of Colapinto's chief engineer will be crucial for navigating the unique challenges this iconic track presents. Together, they can analyze each sector more deeply, optimize car setup, and develop strategies that maximize Franco's strengths on every lap. The Williams team is aware of this important reunion and has expressed excitement about what Colapinto can achieve with his trusted engineer back in the garage. Although the team is not at its historical best, the combination of Colapinto and his chief engineer represents an opportunity to extract maximum performance from the car and possibly surprise more established teams. Preparation for this Grand Prix has been intense. Colapinto and his engineer have spent hours analyzing data, reviewing simulations, and discussing every aspect of Interlagos. This meticulous preparation, impossible during Mexico, could make all the difference on race day. Sao Paulo's unpredictable weather adds another layer of complexity to the race. The experience of Colapinto's chief engineer will be invaluable for making quick and accurate decisions if conditions change suddenly. His deep understanding of Colapinto's driving style will allow for more precise real-time adjustments to adapt to any situation that arises during the race. For Franco, having his trusted engineer also means significant emotional support. Formula One is a high-pressure sport, and having someone who understands not just technical aspects but also psychological needs can be crucial for maintaining focus throughout race weekend. The Latin American community of F1 fans is especially excited to see Colapinto in action in Brazil. The presence of an Argentine driver on such an iconic circuit as Interlagos evokes memories of great legends from the past. With his engineer back at his side, expectations are high for a performance that could cement Colapinto's place in fans' hearts and in Formula One's future. Despite Williams not having the most competitive car on the grid, the combination of Colapinto and his chief engineer could be key to fighting for valuable points at Interlagos. Every position gained and every carefully executed overtake will testify to the strength of this driver-engineer partnership. The strategy for this race has been significantly refined with the return of Colapinto's chief engineer. Together, they have developed a plan that leverages Franco's strengths while considering Interlagos' unique characteristics. Communication during the race will be crucial. Their familiarity will allow for quick and effective decision-making during critical moments. This Brazilian Grand Prix is not just another race for Franco Colapinto. It's an opportunity to showcase what he can achieve when all elements align perfectly. With his trusted engineer back on board, Colapinto has a chance to shine at one of Formula One's most iconic venues. Expectations are high as Franco prepares to write a new chapter in his Formula One journey. The return of his chief engineer could be the catalyst for a memorable performance at Interlagos. Don't miss out on this weekend's Brazilian Grand Prix. Witness how this dynamic duo's reunion might change Colapinto's trajectory and possibly Williams' future in Formula One. In conclusion, having Colapinto's chief engineer back at the Brazilian Grand Prix is much more than just returning to work after a family celebration. It represents restoring a crucial partnership that could unlock Franco's true potential on track. As motorsport fans watch closely, Colapinto and his engineer prepare to face Interlagos challenges together, ready to demonstrate that in Formula One, true magic happens when talent meets experience and mutual understanding. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis on Franco Colapinto and other emerging drivers in Formula One. Leave your comments on how you think Franco will perform at Interlagos and whether you believe reuniting with his chief engineer will make a difference. See you at the next race.